the least of those, that we will become instruments of God's divine power, so that through our commitment this day, there will be a new day in the hood in America, a new day in our churches, our mosques, our assembly places, and no more will we bow to the slave religion that came from our captors. For God created us to be a free people, a free agents, so that when we stand free and know that if God makes us free, we are free indeed.
Turmoil and physical abuse.
Women good enough to be mothers went through atrocities. Quiet. Because they had no power of their own. They had no strength of their own. Everything had been taken away from them. They just kept quiet. And they went through these atrocities. Hoping for a miracle to happen. And that was a long-term dream.
Have the opportunity to say to each other, both sides of the Atlantic, that never again would we, the African people, permit ourselves to be subjected to such impunity again.
So, my brothers and sisters, we are at a point, that's a door of no return. Before then, the female slave dungeons. Through these dungeons, women of substance, women of value, women good enough to be mothers, went through atrocities. Quiet. Because they had no power of their own. They had no strength of their own. Everything had been taken away from them. They just kept quiet. And they went through these atrocities. Hoping for a miracle to happen. And that was a long-term dream.
God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Since we've had this great enlightenment, these moments of encouragement and engagement, that we may go back home with empathy for all who are marginalized, the looked over, the left behind, the least of those, that we will become instruments of God's divine power, so that through our commitment this day, there will be a new day in the hood in America, a new day in our churches, our mosques, our assembly places, and no more will we bow to the slave religion that came from our captors. For God created us to be a free people, a free agents, so that when we stand free and know that if God makes us free, we are free indeed.
Hassle, walking through the dungeons, walking through the cells.
They literally took us off these shores.
The female dungeon, the male dungeon, and really understanding and grasping the idea that our ancestors went through crazy emotional turmoil and physical abuse. I'm motivated, I'm sad, I'm happy, I'm mad, but I have a new spirit that birthed in me today. We have to fight.